Very soon after Christmas, every year, we always celebrate a beautiful feast in the calendar of the church, and that's the feast of the Holy Family of Nazareth. And so we focus prayerfully on the lives of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and we celebrate them as the perfect family. And we do it for a very particular reason. We do it so that we can learn from them, so that we can try to model our own families on their example of faith and love in the home. And the home, of course, the church very often refers to our homes as the domestic church, the place where we live our lives of faith together in the family. And it's no coincidence that we do it at the end of one year and the beginning of another year. That's when we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family. Because in a new year, that's a time for change, for renewal. It's a time when we make promises, when we make our New Year's resolutions. And so here is the thing that I propose for all of us. That we make resolutions about the kind of families that we want to become. And here's a few suggestions to help us to grow to become more and more like the Holy Family. Here is the first thing. We often say that it is human to sin, but it's divine to forgive. And that is very true. If we want our families to be godly places, then we have to learn to forgive each other when we do wrong. And actually, it's one of the hardest things in life. It's one of the hardest things that Jesus asks us to do in the gospel, to forgive. And if that's difficult normally, for whatever reason, it's even more difficult when it comes to our own flesh and blood. It's very hard to forgive our families. But let this new year be a time to promise to forgive, to heal, and to forgive every time we lay our heads down at night. Never to go to bed angry or without making up. So that's the first suggestion. The second one seems like a very straightforward one, very easy, and it's the promise simply to give each other more time, quality time and attention. All of us, we're so busy in life that sometimes life passes us by without cherishing what's truly important, the people who are in our lives. And that sometimes means downing tools, switching the phones off, putting the TVs aside, and just giving each other quality time. You know, sometimes when I go to visit my nephews, and they're in their company, but their heads are in the iPad or the TV or the phone. We're there together, but we're not really there. And sometimes we just need to unplug from other things and to be together. Likewise, have you ever been in a restaurant recently? And you'll notice, just look around the tables, just look around. In lots of different places, nobody is talking. Everybody's on their phone. If there are children, sometimes families, they say, right, here's an iPad for you, here's a tablet for you, here's a phone for you, and that keeps everybody quiet. Nobody's talking. Everybody's there. But they're not there. They're not giving each other quality time. The next suggestion. This year, choose to be the peacemaker in your home. Every family needs one. And I'm sure if you think about your own family, you can think about that person who is the peacemaker. So when tempers rise, when words are said, We all need that someone to bring the temperature down, to restore peace and calm. Be that person in your home. Favor peace over everything else. Next, again, very simple suggestion, that this year ahead we try to take care over the words that we speak to each other. Words are so powerful. They have the power to raise up people, but also the power to tear down. So let's promise to speak with charity and kindness. Let's promise to put aside gossip, negative talk about others. Be a person who's known for your kindness, and build people up with your words of support and encouragement. Be known for the quality of your words, the charity of your tongue. And finally, let's promise to pray together even more. The famous Irish rosary priest, Father Patton, he once said, "The family that prays together stays together. The family that prays together stays together." And it's true. So let's make prayer, the practice of our Catholic faith, the glue that holds your family together. Be united in putting God first in everything, and try to share your faith as much and as often as you can. Praying together on special occasions, praying before meals, praying when your children and grandchildren go to bed at night and when they wake up first thing in the morning. And try to let your kids and your grandkids see and know and feel and perceive that you are a person in love with Jesus. That's so important for our young people. May they know that we are people in love with Jesus. So, we have begun this new year. Let 2024 be a time for us to forgive more, to give each other quality time, to be peacemakers who are careful with our words, families united in prayer and in faith. These are small New Year's resolutions that I put before you as ways of sanctifying our own families and homes, ways to help us to imitate the one perfect Holy Family of Nazareth. Amen.